There's nothing better than the sound of dogs barking and pigs grunting.
And crunchy snow at your feet.
And crunchy snow in the morning. Hey, I hung a thermometer in here for little buddy.
You did?
Yep. Says it's cold. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Here they come. Easy.
They were looking up at me until they finally heard it.
Yep. You always got to go a little bit in the first one. Come down here and get them. The second one, out. Then you come back up here. Good grief. How much you got? Yeah, see, you didn't even get as much as you should because of the way you eat. You're stingy with the food. Yep. This is my lovely wife and my 40 acres in Northeast Oklahoma. We've got cattle, pigs, donkeys, 3 dogs, 3 boys. What else we got? 3 dogs, 3 boys in no particular order. A bottle calf. We have a new calf as of last night in case you missed the video. But he's out there with his mama because his mama's not a first-time heifer. And we trust June.
It also
big time.
Didn't rain, didn't snow, and it wasn't cold.
Right. It was
cold, but
it was like 30 degrees yesterday, but he's half Highland.
again, what we've been told, they can handle the cold and they can handle the wet, but together
You can't handle both at the same time. He just saw me. He had to say hi.
Yeah, keep going, big boy.
I had to say hi.
He drank an entire bottle last night. And he's
Perfect. And that's actually the first time he's eaten a full bottle at night. Had to run to the vet yesterday for this guy. He just wasn't going to beat this fever on his own. And we went to the vet. He got like a bunch of vitamins. He got the antibodies to beat, maybe he ate a bat and he had to beat that disease, a virus, whatever. But anyway, he's rocking and rolling now because you had him out yesterday and he's running around playing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it again.
We were afraid we were going to have to tube feed him. And we didn't have to because he perked up pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, last night, I was afraid I was going to have to use the tube last night, but I came out here without it just to try it, and I had 0 issues. He was, like, perky, wagging his tail. He was bucking. I mean, yes, I sent you that clip. Oh, man, he was so happy last night.
So we hung us a thermometer up here because I was kind of curious. And 40 degrees is the air temperature at, what is that, 6.6 in the air? That's really good. I did hang the thermometer on this side because that is north. Well, this is north, but all our cold weather is going to come from these directions, okay? Not so much that one, but you get the idea. I'm going over here because I think we're going to build some kind of stall right here. And that means we have to move the straw, but it won't be that hard. But I don't want whoever is vulnerable on this side of the barn. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. We already talked about this, so I'm kind of telling subs. But we don't want whoever's vulnerable on this side because that's where the wind comes from. We will likely put a lean-to on this someday. I might build a wall right here to deflect the wind even more. But over here, this thing's 12 feet long. I'm sorry, this thing's 24 feet long. So we've got 3 8-foot sections, and we only took out a 4-foot section. So we've got 10 feet right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, roughly. And I think it'd be awesome we could actually put like 2 stalls right there. Almost. You know what I mean? Somebody asked yesterday, we don't intentionally want calves in the winter, but when we moved here last year, we only had 1 pasture. We had to build them as we went. And we moved here in February, and we just had to make do with what we had, and that's how we wound up with a couple of calves in February. But the next one, Belle, January, February. Belle should be about a month away still. She's got a little ways to go. And that was Belle's first calf, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belle's been a mom once to MJ, the steer in our other pasture. And she did a great job, so we're not worried about her. But again, it's so funny around here. Somebody said, do you not pull your bull? And I said, well, around here, it's kind of farmer's choice. Because we've gone winters with 0 snow, like none. We've also had sleet and rain on Halloween. We've had
snow in April.
We've had snow in April. It snowed on tax day 3 years ago. Just snowed, man. Tons of snow. I mean, it was gone the next day because it was 45 degrees. But that's just how it is. So around here, it's just one of those things. And not to mention, even though he was born on a terrible sleet and rainy and 10-degree day, just a week later, it's going to be 50 degrees. Like, we literally missed it by a week, but not that we planned it. But I'm just trying to tell you, whatever it's going to take to keep our animals safe and happy, that's what we're going to do. He is waiting on a calf coat. Many of you have asked to the point where we're like, I'm ready to block the word blanket. But I understand you guys just care, but you're actually not supposed to use blankets when you're keeping animals warm, because as soon as the blanket gets wet, whether that be urine, saliva, other bodily fluids, it will not warm up. It's wet for good, okay? You're not supposed to wrap your pipes in blankets, towels, things like that, because as soon as they're wet, they're frozen for the foreseeable future, okay? They don't warm back up. That's why everybody uses straw. That's why nobody stacks blankets in their barn, okay? We are waiting on a calf jacket, though, that'll be here tomorrow. But like I said, today's going to be really warm, right? It's like 45.
Yeah, something.
Today's going to be really warm. Friday's going to be really warm. Thursday's going to be really warm. He will have a jacket before it turns too cold next week. Did you get the jackets I sent you?
Yeah.
I think we're getting 2, aren't we?
I think it is a 2-pack.
So I'll probably put one on June's calf as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
So we'll take you down there and show you the new calf here in a second. I don't want him to associate me with shots, because then he'll still like me. Just got our shot, all our meds, ate a little bit, come outside, morning dew.
We got electrolytes.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
Look at Daddy's brindled nose. Yeah.
Look at your cute little nose.
Don't worry, that noise means you're safe. That mean old lady give you a shot. Sorry, it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I would. So some people ask about the shaking of the head. I think that's what the veterinarian gave him, that B vitamin, that brain stimulating.
Yeah.
The fever can make you a little, delirious. He needs minerals. He's licking paint. Cows also see and feel with their nose and their mouth, so.
Yeah.
He's not, I mean, he is licking paint, but he's okay. Little stinker this morning. He's way more alert. Even moving slower this morning, he's way more alert. All right, he knows where the barn is. We've left him out quite a few times. He'll go back in there if he needs to. Let's go check on, almost said the name. It doesn't worry me too bad when June's not up here, but Titty. You want some cubes? Moo. She knows exactly where they're at. Maximus. If I was a betting man, I'd say he's still over there.
It's really gonna blend in.
Yeah, he is. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen your baby? Can you tell us where he's at? Giving everybody a little more room today after watching yesterday. So we won't spend too much time up here because I know you guys want to see the new baby, and so do we. But there's like 1,500 other videos on both our channels, because we got two, Doss Farms and Doss Outdoors. This is Doss Farms, where you'll see videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Doss Outdoors, you'll see videos every other day in between. So there's 1,500 other videos where you can learn about these cows. But what I want to see, I want to be real careful for a little bit. Have you been nursed on? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Remember, calves, the first little bit of their life, they eat a lot, or they eat a little, a lot. So they eat a little bit, a lot of the day. As they get older, they start eating more, but less, or fewer, if that makes sense. So, what's up, buddy? What's up? Go get some cubes. Go get some cubes. Go get some. Yeah. Fiona, little chippy here. Let's go see if we can find the calf. So this is where we found him yesterday. But see all the snow on the hill? If we go to the far side where we used to feed him in that little opening, there's no snow, because that's the sunshine first. Like the snow's almost gone. So let's run over there and see.
I can't imagine you'd be too far though. She was in the meadow.
We'll go quick. That's my favorite thing to do anyway. Somebody said when we took Adler out and we were doing donuts, basically in our backyard,
Yeah.
somebody said in all caps that we were scaring him. They must.
Said, more.
Yeah, they must have had the volume down, because he was screaming faster, more.
Let's do it again with that hill. Dad, go 41 miles per hour.
Oh my god.
Whee! What's the thing?
Hold on. Going this way. We're killing the baby grasses.
Kill it!
In the name of this is fun.
More!
Okay. So
Kill it!
kill it. Let it rip.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me to use a drone. Do you know what oak leaves look like?
You can't see anything with that drone.
But you know what oak leaves look like when it's dry and wet? Or I'm sorry, dry and out of season? They look like little red calves everywhere. If there was a foot of snow on the ground and we were looking for a red calf, that's one thing. But like this, that is straight up, that's camo, man. I mean, he is perfectly disguised right now.
Especially, hang on, red and brown, like the dirt and the leaves and everything, with little white spots. So he really blends in because there's snow on the ground.
All right, so we stepped out of the side-by-side and we're doing my favorite thing, which is walking. I'm not being funny. I actually do like walking the property. I just wish, see, Ray's leading. The only downfall when Ray leads, see, she can fit through stuff like this. See that? I gotta like U-turn and circle around everywhere we go, because I don't fit through that stuff like she does. See, she just went right through here. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's bad. So what's crazy is when they tuck their calves into the woods, they must give them, and listen, I'm one of 3 boys, and my mama gave me this look many times, but they must look at their calves when they tuck them in the woods, and it's like that, don't move. Because they don't come out for nobody. They'll be like 10 feet from you. You'll walk right past them, they won't make a peep. So we just searched where we found him last night. But where she was nesting was way up on that ridge. But I didn't think she'd put him on that ridge because, I mean, that's like a 30-foot drop. I mean, if he steps wrong, see how this hill kind of rolls? Okay. The other side of this hill is the ridge. And you don't roll off that hill, you fall. He's not going to be in the snow.
I say we go up to Mama. She was right here.
You'd be surprised. They stash them where they're safe. Two things are possible. Either we walked right by him over there where we found him the other day, or he's up on this ridge, which I can walk through if you want, or whatever you want to do. So what's interesting is we've kind of learned because of the snow where the cows go, and they have these paths that only they fit through. That's kind of funny. It's one good thing about the snow. That ledge is right there, and it's only about 10 feet down. But as we get further, it'll go to 20, 30, and pretty soon it's about a 40-foot drop. So when all else fails, follow Mom. Which is crazy. I bet you I was 10 feet from him. You think she knows right where he's at?
They always do.
Like on the nose?
Should be calling.
She stuck him down here in the snow. She got a lot of faith in them Highland jeans. I think she's just messing with us. He's probably way up there. Shh, don't move. June can't see you if you don't move. Is that him? That's too loud, surely.
Yeah, that was. It might not have even been Frank, but
That'd have been awesome if that was Frank calling back to his mommy after 2 years. What is he? Almost 2 years old?
in May, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It'd be awfully loud if that's him. I see him. Yep, he's right in front of me. She just walked right past him. She just walked right past him. Yeah. Yep, Mom knew where he was.
Oh,
Comes Mom.
I know.
Get all the pictures you can. What's up, buddy? What's up? You doing all right? Look at those eyeballs. Daddy's brindled nose, not shivering.
Nope.
Such a huge difference between him and Frosty.
Yeah.
But again, Frosty was born when it literally started sleeting.
He got rained on, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
We really appreciate you staying right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Everybody's gonna ask how he feels. Is it just like crazy soft? Is it bristly?
No, he's soft, fluffy. He's warm. He's really warm.
So you know what I want to name him?
Oh my goodness. What?
Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
I like it too.
Now, one thing we're gonna have to talk about, if it was a girl, we would still not keep it. Guys, we're not in the business of raising Longhorns and
We can't have
Highland
a bunch of
crosses.
pets either.
Correct.
First of all, you gotta realize how expensive that is to have a bunch of pet cows.
Yep. We want to keep having babies, and just the coolness of that and learning. And, you know, we've learned a lot now having a bottle baby together, because the bottle babies I had before were already a couple weeks old and healthy.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, it's been a huge learning curve. It's been absolutely crazy. And with me raising Frosty, I'm going to do my absolute best to keep him as a bull, because I want to have his breeding genes, and I also know what cows and bulls and stuff are for. Like, he's obviously not going to be my house cow. I'm raising him, so it's going to be hard not to steer him, because I have completely fallen in love with him. But I do understand his purpose.
We also want to make sure, though, just like MJ. Remember, MJ was very small statured.
Yeah.
And when he hit 5-6 months old and he didn't have that big barrel chest like his dad,
Yeah.
that's not a good breeding bull.
Yeah.
So
We're
we
gonna
want to
see
make
what Frosty
sure,
looks like.
we want to see what Frosty, because right now Frosty is very underweight.
Yes.
But he's tall. Well, I shouldn't say very underweight.
He's had the odds stacked against him, but Sunny's also very small.
Sunny's small. Yep. Which you actually asked me yesterday if I thought Princess was small, and she is. But Fiona is a very short, heighted
She is short.
Longhorn.
Yeah.
That's how much Mom likes us, by the way.
She gone.
Just so everybody knows. Everybody asked about his blue eyes. There is a blue eye virus, I don't know the internals of it or whatever, but this is actually a trait. It's a Highland trait, as well as there's another type of cattle that starts with an S, and he may have that trait, because let's say June's 97% Highland. There could have been a bull in her mom's past, because the dad was a registered bull. His name was Pete the Meat, and that was her dad. But
we don't know if Mom was full Highland.
we don't know if Mom was full Highland, which means June may not be full. Well, June's not. If it's
Right. June's not registered. We don't have
Right.
papers on her, so we don't know.
We don't know. And the farm that we worked with, I don't know if everybody remembers this. Were you around when I tried to buy more Highlands from them?
Yeah.
They don't watch the channel anymore, but Dad and I bought 2 Highlands off these folks.
I can't believe she just left.
And when we went to buy more, the price of Highlands had skyrocketed. And we were already told a price. And 30 days later, when we decided we wanted more, the price had almost doubled. And then they ghosted us. So that's the kind of people we were dealing with there. And had a price. That's just the speed of business. But we were told that price was guaranteed. It was not. Here we are.
I want some pictures of this one.
Water under the bridge. What's awesome, though, is this is a horribly dangerous tree branch to be under. Like that tree right there just needs to be cut. Let this fall. That's what oak trees do. They just get heavy in the snow and ice. Our plan right now, I'm going to make him a steer. And he can stick around until he's big and ugly, and people forget how
I'll never be ugly.
cute and cuddly he was. I don't just plan to eat him. I'm going to make him a steer, because we don't need this mix. We don't need this whatever. But I'm not just going to make him a steer to eat him. What I'm saying is
Little horn buds.
we're going to make him a steer so he can stick around. It's so funny, though. I'm in a Longhorn group. Tell me she comes up behind me.
She's walking away still. She's hanging out, but she's walking away.
I'm in a Longhorn group on Facebook, about 25,000 people. Well, some of our subs are in there. So when I posted a picture of him yesterday, there were people like, I just saw the video. Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were in here. That was great.
Oh gosh.
There was quite a few people in that group, though, that like their wife has a Longhorn. Like there was men in there that were like, dude, my wife's got 2 Longhorns. Or, dude, my wife's got 2 Highlands. And every year I got to figure out what to do with this cross. I'll put it this way. If Frosty does not get barrel chested and bigger really quickly, because he doesn't look like it right now, to be honest,
Yeah.
we'll make him a steer, or might move him on down the road once he's established and okay. Because would you rather have him as a steer, knowing we're going to get 11, 12 longhorns a year? Or would you rather have him as a steer and keep around for a while?
I know. That's what I was saying earlier. It's thankfully I have a few months because it's going to be a tough decision with hand raising Frosty. He really does run beside me like a dog.
But that's part of farming.
He's just awesome. But yes, I do understand farming and that you can't keep every single animal. Like I said, he can't just be a house cow. And he's gonna be big and have massive horns, and he can't get in the barn with my pigs, so
right.
He can't just stay my pet forever.
Yep.
But yeah.
Shivering a little bit. You know why? Because the sun has moved, and now there's a shadow right across his body.
He barely is though, and he's dry and warm, and he will absolutely have a blanket on him by tomorrow.
Well, number one, because it'll be easier to find. Somebody said, getting a coat for a dog. We would rather just get what's needed because we thought about getting a jacket. Somebody said I should use my jacket. Guys, listen, if I put my jacket on that cow, on that calf, he won't be able to move, especially Frosty. There's no way. Right now, the way he's sitting, guys, that traps all the cold air against the ground, and he warms up. This is exactly what deer do as well.
June clearly wants him to stay here too. Otherwise, if she was worried about us being right here or worried about him at all, she would have got him up. But she didn't.
Yep.
She even walked away from us without. So she called. She's a good mom. She knew exactly where he was. When she couldn't spot him, she called. But then she did. And then
she walked right past him, hoping we would too. But I think she's okay with us being here.
Yeah. But she turned around and watched us. Lean down.
Get in the woods, yeah. Take photo session, yeah. That's okay. I just told Frosty, when you hear that, that means you're safe. That's what that noise means.
Nothing can see you right here, that's for sure. I really did.
I didn't quite come all the way down here, but I was pretty stinking close. I was about 30, 40 yards that way.
Yeah. Where you least expect it, that's for sure.
Well, what's interesting is, if you look around, there's no cow paths back here. There's no dung. She put him where nobody goes.
Yeah.
Is that a pillow? What are you doing with that?
He was like, hang on. That was
I saw his little baby tongue.
That was comfy. You have a little baby tongue?
See how his nose is wet?
Oh my goodness.
So a dry nose, we learned, typically can mean fever.
Yep.
He's got little, almost like condensation on the side of a cup. It's little bubbles on their nose.
Yep. That's what you want.
That's what I'm seeing, right? Because I'm further back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's what you want to see. That's actually what Frosty's nose started doing last night too. His fever broke.
And if people,
First bit of medicine.
if people go look at June's nose when we found him yesterday, it was dry as a bone. Do you know why?
Why?
She's dehydrated.
Oh yeah.
Gave birth.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I looked all that up last night, and I looked up all the things that could be blue tongue virus or whatever people were talking about.
Oh.
So he's also huge. He's bigger than Frosty, way bigger.
He is, yeah.
June is not a first-time mom. Frosty gave us a scare because Sunny was first-time mom. And I think, honestly, Frosty got a fever pretty quick, and Mom gave up. Because when I came and got him with Adler, she didn't even come for us. She didn't follow us, nothing. What happened when we pulled Patrick away from Tipsy? Straight murder in her eyes. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah, Patrick.
When we drove
Wow,
Patrick,
yes.
so at the old 20, remember we had Patrick,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
remember that little dirt embankment for the dirt bike track?
Yeah.
At the very bottom of the property, Patrick was sitting back there, and we picked him up. I sat in the back of the side-by-side, and we hauled
Yeah, she was.
She was flying.
Yeah. That was scary.
Yep. But it's also, it's 40 degrees down here. And we're 200 feet lower than the house. So that means that the house is probably 45 degrees.
Yeah. I don't even feel the wind. Like,
No.
I mean, he definitely doesn't feel any breeze.
Well, Ray has another photo session. You guys help hold me accountable. But by this time next year, we'll have lean-tos. And I would like a large one over there up against Ray's pasture with the back to Ray's pasture, because that's the north. And I want it like three-sided one they can run in. I know it's going to have to be like 30, 40 feet long, probably 12 feet deep. I mean, I'd like to collect rainwater off of it. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But I'd even like a couple of stalls in it, like 12 by 16 stalls. Because let's be honest, if we were able to put a mom in there and make sure the calf was nursing, we could have probably helped Sunny this year. That's another reason people don't buy heifers, just so you know, okay? Heifers, it's a gamble every single time. First off, they could not be able to have kids or calves. And then secondly, they get super confused when it happens. Actually, do you remember when Beans was born? And for a little bit, it was almost funny how much Bunny looked at him like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And like he'd go up to Nurse and she'd be like, I don't know. And she'd like do the spin move and he'd follow her and he's like, Mom. How many times did we stand on the back porch this summer and we heard Beans go, Meh.
Oh, so many times.
And he's like miles away from his mom, screaming his head off. And then Bunny turns around and she's like, oh yeah, I have a kid. Psst, hey buddy, your mom came back and she brought her bodyguards. You guys are ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Oh, Lucy. I miss petting Lucy. Yep. Badonk. Oh. That means move. Okay. You all right? Yeah. Get it, buddy. You can do that to all the trees you want out here. Fold them over when you're done. What is her deal? We just sat with him for 45 minutes. She went and ate.
She doesn't care that we're with him, but she doesn't even want the donkeys down here.
It's quite the posse. June's coming too. What's June coming for?
I don't know.
She just didn't want us back there.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, I put him to bed for a nap. Quit waking him up. Goodness. Phineas, Furbius. Go on. Get back in there. Oh my goodness. Stinker. Woo. We're seeing a sign of June. Not all of us have seen through this pregnancy. Watch out. We're about to have another blast of Arctic air next week. Not much precipitation, which is good, because that's actually what complicates things, is when there's snow and ice. But just having a blast of Arctic air is not going to bother these cows. But if we had, like we did last week, if we had like, 6 inches of snow and then sub-zero wind chills, that'd be a little bit different story. But that's why I'm putting all this hay down here, so they can come down here and spread it around. And it's really warm down here. I want to put their lean-to not right here. I'd like to put it back a little ways, I think. I'm not sure. Excuse me, young lady. Uh-oh. Get these forks up. Look out, here he comes. He's a wrecking ball. You're not blocking the heat. but like it's not going into the room
Yeah, it is.
ish.
Yeah, it is.
It's melting, but you know what? There's a chance this weekend now, right before that cold snap.
Yeah, you know, can't remember the date. Here coming up in a few days, we're coming up on like several days of super.
It's supposed to start the 20th according to the weatherman, but there's a chance of snow the 19th.
Warming up.
No, that's just the next couple of days before we're in between the rotations or
I
whatever.
know it's supposed to be almost 60 degrees.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
2 days.
But it's only going to last for like 45 minutes. Then it's going to start turning down. Do you know what this thumbnail and title are?
I do not. I'm just as surprised.
It's
as surprised as you guys.
No,
are.
wait, don't put all of it on me. Sometimes you're like, yeah, it's a good one. But anyway, did you guys know that Maximus is not just throwing bulls? He threw a heifer at Lone Rock.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like Princess.
Yeah.
Looks like our princess.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my question. Here's what we're up against. Since Maximus is registered, and anybody who runs Longhorns in the International Texas Longhorn Association and the other one, we're in 2 of them, they can all look up Maximus's offspring, who he has sired. And just like us, if I went to buy a bull and I saw 20 bull calves and 2 heifers, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. But if you made me a smoking deal on his hide and horns and beef, I would take it. So now we're in this predicament where if Maximus is only going to throw bulls, or every 4th or 5th one is a heifer, our herd's not big enough to have all these bulls running around. And you guys and her are going to want to keep every single one of them. We can't do that. So, you know, the other thing too, I just talked to G-Dub.
Yeah.
A bottle-fed calf will not be a breeding bull. Like, not gonna happen.
Interesting.
Now,
It does make sense.
yeah. Now, I don't. That may be a wives' tale. They bring a lot of old knowledge to the plate.
This thought has crossed my mind several times a day, too. Just about can you imagine sticking him in there with Glory, and Glory looking at this child?
Correct.
I can't imagine that's gonna go.
So
over
he's
very
gonna have
well.
to get a lot bigger. Well, even Tipsy. Good grief, they're huge. They're so tall. There's no way.
And they're a lot older, so
They
that's
are
why I'm
older.
like, he's gonna go into that pasture, and they're gonna push him around. They ain't gonna
So-
let him get on top of them.
Because Maximus does throw his weight around. He is not afraid to go, I'm a bull.
He's also
but
thick. Like he's
really thick.
Big.
He's powerful. So,
He's also young, but
but did you know, to go off on that, the older a bull gets, oftentimes the more cantankerous they get. So at about 5-6 years old, Maximus can
cranky.
get a little cranky.
yeah.
Also, their babies typically get bigger as they get older.
Interesting.
So eventually every bull does work himself out of a job.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like, well, now we have Maximus. So here's my thinking. We're going to sell Sunny, even if Maximus rebreeds her. We'll sell her bred. They can check her wherever we take her. You know what I'm saying? The next one in line is Belle and Nellie. We're going to sell Belle pretty much no matter what,
You think?
unless she has a heifer, yes.
You still want to?
I still want to sell Belle. I'm tired of feeling like I'm going to die. Okay? So Sunny's going, Belle's going, then Nellie is third, next in line to have a calf. So the first 2 we're going to sell anyway. So it's not like I need Maximus to actually rebreed him. I don't need a bull. What that means is he can stay with us for at least 3 or 4 months until Nellie's had a calf. And then at that point, if Belle throws a bull and Nellie throws a bull, I'm gonna be like, Maximus, listen, brother, I got this big bare spot in the front room that I would love. But that's a bull's life. Remember, he was born for that purpose. So just need you guys to understand that. Now, if he throws a bunch of heifers, I'll be like, slow down a minute. That's today's video. Appreciate y'all. We are gonna go every day. I wanna do like do I dare say a year? I want to go for a year, consecutive videos.
We've
I want to try it. I want to try it. I want to try it. Well, we're 44, 45 days in.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it. We're going to go all the way to next Vlogmas. Vlogmas going to last a whole year. Vlogmas to Vlogmas. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.